We all like sports of some kind. Some of us have a favorite sport we watch and follow religiously, others just have a favorite team or a favorite player, but sports is a big part of American life. I mean, who hasn't sat and watched highlights on ESPN for hours, tuned into a major sporting event like the Super Bowl or the Daytona 500, or Game 7 of the World Series, or just sat back and listened to a baseball game on the radio? In this video, we'll be looking at the relationship between sports and the media from the first boxing match broadcast on TV in 1944 till the sports media Twitter revolution of 2013. Sports media really took off in 1961 when ABC first debuted its show Wide World of Sports. 6 years later, the first Super Bowl was played between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Super Bowl has become the biggest and largest media spectacle in the history of television since then. The main focus of this video, though, is ESPN, the world's first TV network dedicated completely to sports broadcasting. ESPN was started in 1979 by Bill Rasmussen and his son Scott. Rasmussen was recently fired from his job as a PA announcer for a minor league hockey team when he thought up the idea of an all-sports television network while sitting in his car one day in traffic. About a year later, Rasmussen had secured all the funding and proper equipment to start his own TV studio, and the first ESPN show was broadcast on September 7, 1979. Despite having personalities such as Chris Berman and Dick Vitale on their channel, ESPN was considered a failure for its first few years. This all changed in the 1980s, when ESPN first gained exclusive rights to the NBA, then was purchased by ABC in 1984, allowing them to broadcast football games. Nowadays, ESPN covers every professional sport. Its first spin-off, ESPN2, was started by Keith Olbermann in 1993. Since then, ESPN has developed over a dozen more subsidiaries and now broadcasts on every continent except Antarctica. Now, with the advent of social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter, professional athletes can communicate with their fans on a more personal level than ever before. But not everything athletes do on Twitter is positive, as shown by these tweets from 4 different professional athletes.